Zimberfizz, the local hero playing Samus.
Listen, Georgia, the revival of Georgia Melee that really started happening when Comedy House started coming around was something that was so beautiful to watch. Since I was friends with a lot of the Melee scene back when I was at Georgia Tech as well. We had like a PR player there who used to play Mars as well. And, you know, quarantine happened, they kind of fell off on the game, and all of a sudden afterwards, this revival, for shout out to Roshi as well, we missed to not talk about him, being able to bring up the Georgia Melee scene back to what it was before is something that's so beautiful to see.
404 has been a real boon for our local scene, not just for Melee, but Ultimate it's been really huge.
The
I know
FTC in general.
Yeah, for me, I know I used to go there for Tekken locals as well, playing Tekken 7, and just a lot of different events as well. Shout out to everyone over there. Shout out to Roshi, shout out to swaggerbee, our Georgia Melee Peach representative here, going up against Zimberfizz, off to, you know, things are pretty even. Zimberfizz off to a slight lead here, but we will see how the rest of this matchup goes. I think this is a pretty bad matchup for Samus. I think Peach kind of works Samus a little bit. I think it's going to be difficult for Samus to deal with someone that does the War of Attrition maybe a little bit better.
Yes, which is a crazy thing to say, right? There's War of Attrition, but listen, who cares about the War of Attrition if I have the charge shot, right? Getting that kill super early on that float, a super early stock for Samus here, which is what you want to see, because this character becomes unironically exponentially better the minute you get a lead.
There is an interaction in this matchup where if you are in neutral and Samus has full charge shot, you cannot pull turnips.
Nope.
If Samus is not already preoccupied with something and you go to pull turnip,
charge shot immediately.
You can just charge shot on reaction and just ruin Peach for it.
And that's something that is kind of important to do across multiple Smash games, right? Is punish these projectile characters who like spawn in items when they're actually pulling them, right?
Yeah, there is this concept. It's not just for turnips. You can also talk about it with Falco of safe lasers, safe turnip pulls, being able to do it in a situation where it's not even about like getting hit. If you're even having to shield or dodge in any sort of way, you're still on the back foot. You don't want to be pulling turnips in those situations. So swaggerbee gotta find some ways to pull safe turnips. Doing a good job of it so far. So far, the problem has been getting early percent kills with that charge shot.
And honestly, the lead was looking pretty big for Zimberfizz at first, but honestly, swaggerbee's making pretty good adjustments, plucking these turnips one by one. I'll be looking for that stitch.
Ooh, able to air dodge to the turnip.
There we go, trying to cover this space in the air as well. This ledge is where Samus is super strong in the second one. Peach not being the fastest faller either. It can be difficult to get around a charge shot of that size.
You definitely can't fast fall past it.
No.
Peach has a really good air dodge though is the thing. So you really want to be able to use air dodge. But swaggerbee, she is absolutely popping off with this punish right now, building up a lot of percent.
Peach is so good at those like rinse and repeat punishes, especially at the ledge. Peach at ledge with the turnip is a force to be reckoned with.
Was able to sneak down underneath the charge shot that time.
Oh my god, going under the parasol, the sweet spot back air.
So many charge shots have been pulled off during this match so far. We're only on the first game.
Ripping that up, getting punished for it as well, but it's not going to be quite the strong hit. Trying to keep Samus in this corner, but Zimberfizz has actually been moving around these platforms so well with these wave dashes, getting the first two hits of fair into the back air as well for that confirm. Now up 2 stocks, and a matchup that, to quote what you said, is honestly not that great, but Zimber must have done some studying.
Great sweet spot. That could be difficult on a stage like this on Battlefield, getting the sweet spot grapple. There's also a tiny, tiny amount of RNG. This is real. There's an RNG on the trajectory that the grapple takes, actually. So sometimes you can miss the wall in those micro pixel situations, right?
But would you believe me if I said they also brought that RNG into Melee and Ultimate?
Real?
I really hate it. I've lost multiple sets of that RNG. I'm not even joking.
That's crazy. On the grapple, like,
yes.
Like the grapple, like
to the ledge.
That's
to
crazy.
the ledge, yes. I hate it, actually. Here we go.
Do see them down to their last stock here. Peaches at 100%. This is looking a little tough, especially we talk about how Peach is winning the war of attrition. The problem is that when you're in this position so far back, no, the missile save!
The missile save!
Calculated.
It's like, actually, I'm not done with you yet. Come take another one.
Yeah, oh, great job getting the grab after the missile.
Kill there, but can I get the back air on the platform? It's still not killing. What fantastic DI. Swaggerbee.
Yeah, wasn't quite able to get the sweet spot back air, and that's going to do it. I think it was hard to see past all the explosions. Looked like a neutral air, straight neutral air, was able to close out that stock and close out that game 1. And
kind of a unique interaction too, because you can almost kind of mask what your next move is going to be by using the animation of that explosion, right? Okay, so now we're on a stage where kills are going to start coming Probably a little bit even later at this point. The war of attrition is going to be very much war of attrition here. So I'm going to be looking a little bit better as well in this early part of this game too. And going for the counter there. A little lesser known. I never see that move really from Peaches in this day and age.
Toad is it's good for recovery for sure. You can get a little bit of float off of it. It's something that you can try to throw out on occasion. The problem is that it's kind of a suboptimal counter because you have to wait for a projectile, the spores, to come out.
Right. Oftentimes uses that shield, but swaggerbee looking so much better here.
Like that wall jump.
That wall jump missile is so important because this is not where you want to be versus Peach. And these wave dash forward tilts are putting in some work too.
Yeah, that grounded, that is where Samus has a lot of strength, is the grounded game, staying crouched, wave dashing, using things like forward tilt, up tilt, and down smash to be able to box out these characters like Peach. It's going to be real difficult for Peach to go for those low to mid float heights and get past the hitboxes like Samus up tilt.
Right. Samus up tilt, obviously. Her hitboxes, nothing to sneeze at either. They are big, and a lot of them kill exceptionally early.
Oh, no! Well, we tried to
up.
get the shield up in time, but unfortunately wasn't able to do it. Ends up getting tagged. Losing the first stock here, but Samus at 140%.
One air is all it takes.
Well, I mean, 140% on Dreamland, we might be another 60% away from death. Samus can easily live to 200%. We see there a strong neutral air. 150 is still not enough.
However, this is still, once again, looking much better than that game one, right? This is so much closer than that was. So I could be making some fantastic adjustments and also being, once again, kind of like Rapmaster was doing, just outside of Samus' threat range, trying to bait out some of these longer-lasting options.
Yeah, and we see how long this matchup is taking. Only one stock taken in the first 2 minutes. They're not playing particularly defensively, both players. They're both approaching, they're trying to play neutral, they're trying to find openings, and that's just the nature of this matchup. Big part of it is the fact that we see early... Oh!
Dead.
Yeah, Zimberfizz was ready for it, just got the power shield and just completely disarmed that fish face. But we see with swaggerbee, like earlier, she got the neutral air edge guard, or got the strong neutral air at like 164%. The match takes so long because Samus is spending a full 15 seconds in recovery, right?
Yes.
And that happens over and over again at these high
one of the only characters that can stall multiple times while off stage as well.
Not even a stall. Bomb jumping just takes a while.
It does.
Samus has slow air drift. And the same thing for Peach. Peach has float, doesn't really go too fast. The parasol is like a little bit slow. So these recovery times, especially when we get above 100%, each one taking 10 plus seconds just kind of draws the match length out.
And we're seeing a very small but very important adjustment from swaggerbee, watching how Zimberfizz has been recovering off these platforms, right? Consistently going to the platform straight from the ledge and trying to get like an option like Bear. Swaggerbee is just ready and standing in that center stage position, just waiting now.
Was able to use the Gallant to get past the turnup and then auto power shielded it once Gallant expired.
Not going to quite get a punish there, but looking for it, trying to keep it, shielding these bears. What I'm talking about. These are the adjustments from swaggerbee that I was looking for in between games 1 and 2.
Trying to go for a little bit of a harder punish after successfully baiting out that option, but still not able to close it out. Samus at 161%, 111% for Peach. That might be the big difference of this matchup, is that even though I think Peach performs a lot better in the neutral and in a lot of situations, Peach doesn't have an option like Charge Shot. Unless she gets the Stitch Face. You gotta roll the dice a lot of times, right? But
a cross-stage kill move is good no matter what game it's in, truly.
Hey, that's another option.
Okay, so I was just talking about an cross-stage kill move, and
that isn't a cross-stage kill move.
That very much is one, yes. 33%, nothing to sneeze at, and in the corner. This is exactly where we want to be, getting so much value off of that one bomb.
Absolutely.
Because of stage presence alone.
It's like, hey, it is... Fortune favors the one that goes up to the slot machine enough times and gets enough pulls, right?
Yes. Dying that dash attack at like 160%. Oh
yeah, that is the nice thing. That is probably why the Bob-omb hit in that situation. The nice thing about both Bob-omb and Beam Sword is that when you throw it, it goes way faster and way further than a turnip ever will. So just a kind of projectile burst off, similar to Charge Shot, how Charge Shot will travel really far, really fast, and sometimes catch you off guard. The Beam Sword and the Bob-omb, when thrown, have a similar fast burst projectile option.
And it's kind of crazy because swaggerbee is still actually riding the momentum off of that bomb, right? She's got so much of a lead.
That's sometimes what you have to do in certain matchups. I think at the highest level, Peach versus Puff is kind of that, where you have to get good turn-ups. You have to get the dot eyes to faces bomb-bombs. You have to let RNG take the wheel sometimes.
It's going to be in there. Not going to quite be a stock, but at this ledge where swaggerbee has been getting most of her damage. That backer should seal it out, yep. And just like that, up a stock now in this game too. swaggerbee making some fantastic adjustments, trying to get to his winner's side. You know, Georgia would be popping off from home too.
Oh yeah. Oh, Zimberfizz able to make it through.
This is some good turn of RNG. All right, that's keeping that pressure up on the platforms, dropping through the shield drop back here, getting some extra damage there. Zimberfizz probably looking for this charge to this ledge right now. And look, you notice swaggerbee is not plucking that turnip anymore.
No,
Charge shot in the hand.
Absolutely, yeah. Very, very smartly being a little bit more judicious with turnip pulls once that is online. Was able to double
what a double jump! Oh my God!
That's so crazy because you actually dipped down a little bit during that double jump, so was able to get it extra early to be able to get above that charge shot.
Listen, her toes got singed, okay?
The heels, where'd the heels go?
The heels are gone. The stilettos are off now. And now the charge shot is gone, so I can be able to pluck those turnips more safely now. Dare I say, a charge shot in the hand is worth 2 turnips in the bush.
Is that how the old saying goes?
That's how it is for Melee. That's what it feels like. Because the minute he has that charge shot on deck, swaggerbee is not plucking those turnips.
Yeah, and right now it's going to look a little tough for Zimberfizz. Got to try to find some sort of kill confirm here. Peach is at 157% right now,
Still
though.
living.
Yeah, the problem is that right now I want you to take a look at the game clock and think about how do you get 114% dealt, even if you get the kill right now.
Right, exactly. The way that Zimber is playing it, really holding down the center stage, which is minimizing Samus's kill options, right? Very much an off-the-side kill a lot of the times.
Yeah, this is absolutely where you start playing the clock. You don't do anything particularly unsafe. You pull the safest turnips that you can, and you just try to survive and get whatever hits you can. You can do that for 40 seconds, but a neutral air is going to close out the stock, but 36 seconds, it's just...
She's going to wait on that platform, too, yep.
Yeah, use that angel platform invincibility.
Probably going to start playing some of the top platform as well. Yep, forcing Samus to come in with some super risky options while floating above here. Yep, that's a kill. And historically, as a character, since Samus's inception, honestly, that has been her struggle, right? With a lead, fantastic. When she doesn't have to do the approaching and you have to come to her, she loves that. She's like, yes, come into my long-lasting aerials and moves, deal with my missiles with charge time. When she has to run at you, different story.
Samus's strength rely on her defensive options. If you don't have anything to defend against because the other person is in the lead and holding on to that lead, it gets a little bit more difficult. See Zimberfizz opting to go to Pokemon Stadium. We've talked about this before. These platforms are kind of the perfect height for platform missile cancel shenanigans and also just a smaller stage to be able to handle a lot of these situations.
And Peach definitely not having, oh my God, again.
Super intelligent fastball there, letting go of float to be able to get underneath the charge shot in that situation.
Especially the missile cancels are very relevant as well in this matchup specifically because Peach's crouch is definitely, it's no Luigi's, right? She is not getting under these missiles like before. She just kind of has to deal with them. That dare going immediately down with the nair as well. No up air to kill coming out and firing that charge shot off the side. That could not have been intentional. Here's a point back and forth here. swaggerbee very, very content just holding down the center stage control, right? Samus has very limited burst options to kind of contest it, but getting swaggerbee off the stage, going for the dare.
Yeah, go one for that forward smash. I wonder if down smash might have been a better idea there. Just try to get a hitbox on either side quickly, but doesn't matter. Was able to get the neutral air, kill confirmed. Samus off to a pretty rock solid lead, 35% on any stage. You're feeling pretty nice with Samus.
And get these missiles, you were talking about it before, these missiles off these platforms, they're doing such a good job of holding down stage control for Zimberfizz, even if he's not in that center stage position. swaggerbee always has something to be worried about on the stage.
Great up B in order to tag out that aerial approach. A little anti-air, a little TP.
Right, that's what I like to call it. I like to think of Samus like a baby Guile sometimes.
I do up B with Peach for the same thing.
It works. If it works.
That's my anti-air. I don't have invincibility, but it gets the job done.
and sometimes that's all you need.
Yeah, I just need a hitbox above my head, traveling upward, preferably.
And this is what I'm talking about, right? So right now, Zimberfizz has this lead pretty solidly as well, like a full stock lead at this point, and it's just completely using these platforms to do what I like to call like fainting movement, right? So it's forcing you to say, hey, come into any one of my multiple hitboxes right now. I'm never going to
that was another bomb.
That was a bomb. What? I'm never going to actually lean into you. I'm going to strictly put out hitboxes in this general space and force you to come and interact with me.
So we saw a little bit of it there where the missile spam was using a combination of both the super missile, the smash attack input of the side B, and the homing missile, the tilt input of the side B. And using both of those, different hitboxes, different strengths and whatnot, but that homing missile is able to cover so many different options because of the fact that it's homing, that it travels to you. And you have the straight line of the super missile covering one thing and the homing missile covering everything else.
And they're so good for pressure tools as well.
Oh, another huge charge shot off the top.
Listen, we have a set on our hands. These two are going back and forth right now.
They absolutely are. Just because it's a little slower pace, don't make it just as exciting.
There we go. Finally gets a grab there, but mashing out and crouch cancel down. So we do know Samus is that CC merchant, right?
Yeah, CC merchant indeed. So is Peach though, right back.
No, listen, CC down smash. Been doing it since 2003, okay?
This is Donald Duck and Daffy Duck dueling pianos, but with down smashes.
And like what I'm seeing here, getting that back air, which he's starting to punish these ledge options as well, and just gonna upbeat straight out of the there, saying, you know what? No, I'm gonna be done with that mix-up for now. God, that back air almost getting a kill super early. Samus' back air is ridiculously strong.
It's that sweet spot. It's really, really hard. In 64, it used to be all sweet spot. That back air was diabolical.
And that's crazy. And she wasn't even like the best character in that game.
One of the worst, actually.
That's
but
the wild part.
That Samus back air used to be something evil. In this game, much more reasonable because it is really hard to get that sweet spot. But to your point, super strong sweet spot back air.
If you do hit it, lights out.
No, the Samuses are really consistent with it. We got Dot Eyes, though. Dot Eyes half as strong, almost exactly, I think, as the Stitch Face.
That's going to be another Nair. That's probably going to be off the site again. These Nairs have been taking stocks back to back. Speaking of Nair taking stocks.
Nice slow cancel, neutral, air.
They're fighting for this stage control right now. And what we haven't been seeing very huge punishes from swaggerbee, right? It very much has been war of attrition. Right now, Zimber has just been winning it. These missile cancels are coming out as well, making it so difficult. Look, notice how Samus also is playing around like right below this platform, right? Just so you can get access to these missiles.
Yeah, Samus up till on this stage, particularly on those platforms, is actually really difficult to deal with. You can get stuck pretty easily on those side platforms. Swaggerbee's been doing a very good job. She has really good shield drops, but
no way.
Zimberfizz with really good charge shots.
3 for 3 right there. It was like 3 charge shot kills in that set. That is ridiculous.
That was after like 3 or 4 in the first game too. Zimberfizz is just an absolute demon with charge shots.
Finding them.
Popping those Shinku Hadouken every time. Man.
Ready, go!
We are now on Dreamland. This is obviously
onto Fountain of Dreams in this game.
Fountain of Dreams, not Dreamland. You're right. Fountain of Dreams. And look at how Zimberfizz is moving around, right? Actually, you make great utilization of that top platform as well. Top platform, here comes the punish, okay. Onto the side one, that's gonna be another extension. Pretty big damage coming on the side of swaggerbee. The Nair off the stage. We're honestly seeing swaggerbee just picking up the pace in this game 4.
Yeah, starting to use a lot of grounded movement options as well, and I think this is a good idea going to this stage in particular. Have they been to Yoshi's Story? Have we seen Yoshi's, did they strike there maybe, or?
I don't remember, I'm not sure.
I can't, no, I don't think so. We have not been to Yoshi's. It was Battlefield and Dreamland and Pokemon Stadium and now here. So I think this stage and Yoshi's are the good counterplays for Peach in this situation. Keep it a little bit closer. You have a higher ceiling for a little bit of extra survivability, and these platform heights that we see right here are so, it's so much better for Peach to deal with. In general, Peach does so well with platform heights because you never have to worry about any of your aerial movement options getting super stuffed by platforms because you just float and you choose how high or low you are.
One of the most unique options to have in the game. It opens up both a lot of offensive and defensive options for Peach. And has in just about every game as well. She's always found something, including finding an air dodge there to get through that charge shot. Swaggerbee holding on to this stock for dear life and shooting that charge shot can now pluck a turnip much more safely.
Nice jab. I like that as well. Using run off into double jump missile is actually sometimes just a quicker option to get like in the air doing an aerial missile because of the fact that you have jump spot frames. Running off, doing a double jump, the double jump only takes 1 frame, so it's just a quick little optimization that you can do to get airborne quicker.
Mr. Saturn is out. He's here to play.
I love Mr. Saturn. Mr. Saturn doesn't have those properties that we were talking about before, like the Beam Sword or the Bomb-Omb, but you get Shield Breaker instead.
And Samus does love to shield. Oh my God. Always looking for that up B.
If Samus grabs Mr. Saturn, though, there's this neat little trick where you can continuously bomb jump with it. You can ladder with it.
That's so funny. What a stall tactic.
Yeah.
Fighting for center stage control. I'm always impressed with how Zimber moves around these platforms. Still, despite it not obviously being PS2, using some of these like cancels when it's that correct height for these missiles.
Great air dodge into the grapple, get past the turn up, and then pop the grapple later.
There's going to be damage into the missile. I'm expecting the charge shot there, actually.
Yeah, I thought the charge shot was going to come too. Those grapples, though, that we see that Zimberfizz does for recovery, and that every Samus main really does, it's a nuance of the mechanic that, oh, wow, was that down air or up tilt?
That was up tilt.
It was up tilt.
That was up tilt.
Into the charge shot off the top. That was crazy.
Second time we've seen that today.
It's a lot of hit stun that you get. That's one of the strengths of that move, along with the large disjoint hitbox that has such a great arc above you.
That's the crazy thing. In this game, it's wild to me that here in Melee, Samus... Oh my God.
Disaster. Got the flow right at the ledge. Wasn't able to connect with back air. Got spiked instead. Now, swaggerbee down to her last stock. We'll see if she's going to be able to make a comeback or Zimberfizz is going to close us out in this game 4.
Listen, this is where Samus wants to be, right? Standing right around a platform height with a full-on lead and a charge shot in the hand. There's no better situation for Samus. Oh, getting the grab read on the roll. Is going to get a dash attack. They're going to immediately just float right out of it with the nair. Full cancel nair. Going to take that stock.
That was a great scramble neutral air in that situation. Still down 2 stocks, but we'll see. Certainly Peach the character that can survive long enough. The difficult part in this matchup is the fact that you have to work for each individual hit. Yep. There is no chain grab. There are charge shots, though. We see, I don't know at this point, maybe the 15th charge shot of the set.
And almost all of them have hit.
Almost all of them have hit. And another one hits. That's going to do it. Zimberfizz takes it 3-1 over swaggerbee.
Getting a
valiant effort, but Zimberfizz moving on.
Yep. Zimberfizz is moving on. And here's the interesting thing about Samus in this game. In this game, you're right, like that huge disjointed hitbox of like the tilts, the down smash, the up tilt as well. And ultimate, those are not disjoints. They're just hurt boxes.
Yeah.
They're just hurt boxes, yes. You just hit her for that. It very much changes the way that she plays, but in this game, she can very much hold her ground with those moves because she'll start challenging you with those up tilts and with those down smashes, cross cancel down smashes, things like that.
You still have crouch cancel to some capacity in ultimate, correct?
It is so minimal.
Yeah.
So minimal. Like you're not crouch canceling those moves. No. Right.
That makes sense. You got like Bowser with the the
tough guy.
Tough guy.
Oh
got
my
the
God.
Tough guy.
I have that in my nightmares.
Passive super armor?
Yes, it's horrifying. Like, what passive super armor, those 2 words should not be together.
That's how I feel about Potemkin, especially after that crazy patch where they gave him super armor on things like